morning. Okay, we are being recorded. So anyway, I am just grateful to be here and thank you all for showing up and being here with me. So good morning, happy new year. Even though we're 1 week into the new year, it's still new, right? Like Michelle was saying, maybe we'll still be writing 2023 on our checks and for a while, but it is a new year and it's a beautiful year. And my topic today is called Sparkle in the New Year. And the word sparkle has been coming to me a lot in the last few weeks. So I thought, well, that must be a sign to use it for a talk today. So I'm very grateful to be able to do that. And in fact, my husband, Steve, who's on, and I had a wonderful experience just this past Friday. We had a sparkling experience because we participated in the Gift of Love Day. And this Gift of Love Day was a collaboration between the Poway Interfaith team, which you are all members, and the Palomar Health Hospitals in both Escondido and in Poway. And we brought hundreds, I think Steve even mentioned earlier, there must have been thousands of teddy bears and other little stuffies that people all over San Diego County, as well as we found out all over the United States, they were pouring into these hospitals so that this was a gift of love where we could give one of these bears to every single patient in these two hospitals. Not just the hospitals, but it included another building, which was a rehab center, and also a skilled nursing center called the Villas. So everyone got a teddy bear or a stuffy last Friday. And it was amazing because we were looking into the eyes of the patients as we were walking around and handing out and talking to them. And what is your name? My name is, and their eyes went from being fearful, in pain, maybe sad, no hope, to when they saw these little bears, and one of them was for them, their eyes some of them teared up, some of them went into full-fledged crying, but their eyes were they changed. It changed completely from sadness to delight, to joy, to happiness, and truly sparkling. Their eyes were sparkling. And we were so grateful to be able to do this year. Steve and I used to do this some years ago through the All Faith Center, and then the Poway Interfaith team joined us. And it was on a very much smaller scale. But this year it was huge scale. And we are very grateful that Margaret Mertens, who is the volunteer coordinator, really got the administration on board at the hospitals and also invited other hospitals to join us to do this amazing event. We know this one pastor, John Quintana, who is a founder of our Father's Grace Ministries in San Diego, holds an annual bear drive as well, but he does this on Thanksgiving. And he told us that he had like 400 extra bears, and he would love to participate and bring those extra bears up to the hospital, which he did. So he just had some wonderful support, and it just made everybody's heart just filled with joy and happiness. And like I said, the teddy bear Gift of Love Day just made everybody sparkle. Not just the patients, but the volunteers too. I think my heart was opened wide, and I know Steve was, and it was just an amazing, transforming event. And I love that idea. We just brought that new year in with this life-changing event for so many people. We were able to give them love in that sweet little form of a teddy bear or other stuffy. So that was 2024 this past Friday. But I also want to remember 2023. And I think sometimes we get too anxious to leave the year behind when we really need to step back for a moment and honor all of our life experiences from the past year in 2023. All of our challenges, we need to honor all of the changes that happened to us, and as well as all the blessings and the good things that happened to us, because I don't want to label anything as being good or bad because it's neither. It's part of our life. It's part of what happened to us this past year. We know everything is meant to bless us with greater spiritual understanding and greater learning. What do we take away from 2023 that we can incorporate and learn more and be more in this new year? I remember my mentor minister, Dr. Winella Evans, said to me when years ago, when I was like probably complaining about something that I did and I shouldn't have and woulda, coulda, shoulda, right? He says, honey, you were there at that time and that was your consciousness, but you are not that person anymore. So the consciousness we had in the past, and even in 2023, is not who we are today. And we have to remember that our consciousness changes, evolves as we learn and grow through all of the life experiences that we have. In 2023, I think our best change was we have a new grandbaby, and she's just 5 weeks old now. Her name is Bailey Madison, and we're just enamored with her, the sweet little face. So we get lots of pictures. So we're just enamored with this child. And we're also enamored even more with our 3-year-old granddaughter, because now we are spending much more time with her so that the mom and dad and the baby have a little time together. So we've got a car seat in our car. We're able to drive over there, pick her up, bring her back to her house, play. And she loves to play hide and seek with us. And just the imagination that goes on in that sweet little 3-year-old mind is amazing. So she is our great joy of 2023 as well. And we see the sparkle in her eye when she laughs. She laughs. She's getting to the point where she starts to tease. She wasn't sure about teasing because Steve kind of teases her a little bit, but she kind of gets it now, and she's starting to do that little sparkle tease in her cute little way. And we're just delighted to have her in our life. So that was the good part of our life last year. But there were challenges and there were changes, as I'm sure they were all in your lives too. In fact, I started listing the changes that happened to us, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Both of our eye doctors changed, our ear doctor changed. They all retired, right? And then we got to notice our will and trust lawyer retired. And then our investment counselor retired. And even Steve's barber retired. So here we are with all these people that are just left us, but we know that people are replacing them that are wonderful, and we've met them and love them. But it's just that all these changes, and we just have to kind of flow with, oh, okay, well, that person isn't in our life anymore, so another person will show up, because God always fills the void, doesn't God? We also know that some of our friends have passed away, and I know that's very sad for everybody. And we've had people hurt our feelings. I mean, tremendously hurt our feelings this past year. And we had to move through that pain to get to the other side of love and joy again. And we've had some health concerns, and we moved through that as well. So 2023 was kind of a blessing on all areas, the changes, the challenges, the good. And I know that there have been changes and challenges in your life as well. And so we have to step back and think, well, what did I learn from that? How can I take this in with a better learning and of a greater spiritual understanding into this new year? Were you able to, was I able to rise my vibrations and energy up from one of maybe feeling hurt, anger, frustration, to the feelings of hopefulness, acceptance, and especially forgiveness, and the sense that no matter what happens, all is well, and good is meant to bless us? Did you go as far as appreciating all the things that maybe the changes and the challenges? Did you appreciate those changes and challenges? And be grateful for the experience. Good things happen to us this year, changes, challenges, so many different life experiences all wrapped up into that year of 2023. One Sunday I was listening to Wendy Craig Purcell, and she was talking about life is like baking a cake. And I know we've heard this story before, but I think it's really relevant because if we take the ingredients of the cake, the salt, the baking powder, the flour, even if you take a mix and you're making a cake, if you taste each one of those, none of them taste very good. In fact, you go yuck, especially the raw eggs. You don't want to taste the raw egg. If you mix them all together and you bake them in the oven and it comes out, it's delicious. All those yucky stuff that you don't want to taste separately when baked together is delicious. And I believe that all the experiences in our life are really meant to be a cake in your life. It's delicious. Everything is meant to come together for the learning, the understanding, the raise in consciousness, the raise in vibration and energy to bless us and make us feel empowered with love and gratitude and appreciation for everything in our life. So that's honoring our 2023. For God's goodness and his hand is always in our life. We have to remember that sometimes, if we're right on that step where we're like, yeah, I know I'm supposed to rise up and see that challenge as a good thing. But if you think of yourself standing on a step ladder and your feet are on that bottom rung, what is the first thing you have to do to move up to the next rung on the ladder? You have to take your foot off the bottom rung. Take your foot off, put it on the second rung. But you're not there yet, right? The next step is to take the other foot off and put it on the second rung of the ladder, which means at some point you had to say to yourself, I have to let go of that rung on the bottom of the ladder in order to move up. And that's our life too. We have to let go of the hurt, the feelings of frustration. It's the people that we wish were still in our life. We have to let that go, let it go, let it go, let it go, so we can keep rising up on every rung of the ladder, because every rung of the ladder really represents a feeling of gratitude, patience, forgiveness, joy, and eventually you get to the top rung, which is a complete feeling of love for all people, all situations, everything in your life. And so if you can think of that as just stepping up, letting go, stepping up, let go, step up. That's part of our life experiences. Because like I said, the top rung is love. And we are here to love. I believe that is our whole purpose. All of us are here to love. We talk about our purpose and our soul purpose, and we are here to love, and how we choose to do actions in that loving state of mind, that's up to us. But whatever we do, whether we're a minister, a teacher, a songwriter, a nurse, a doctor, a garbage person who picks up the garbage, we still are in love. We can use each action, each work experience to be love in action. No matter where we go, whatever we do, we're still love. The Course in Miracles says, would you rather be right or would you rather be happy? Well, I had to think about that one when somebody, didn't hurt me personally, but hurt somebody in my family. Do I want to be right or do I want to be happy? Do I want to have righteous indignation and tell that person off? Blah, 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 blah. How is that going to help me rise up on the ladder to love? It's not. But I can share how I feel in an easy way. And then I can just love, forgive, and keep rising up on the ladder. So in 2024, as we've honored 2023 and we say everything is meant to bless us, everything is for our good. We are the delicious cake in our life. We look at 2024, and I would suggest, instead of writing out numerous things that the to-do list, like I should do this, and this is, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do. Why do that? Half of our lists don't even get done. My suggestion this year, instead of writing out a to-do list, my suggestion for 2024 is to write out a to-be list. What do you want to be? You want to be right, or do you want to be happy? Do you want to stay on the battlefield, or do you want to return to love? Battlefield being not being able to cope with the changes and challenges, but return to love and know all is meant to bless us and God's good is in everything. So if you make a list of your spiritual qualities and begin to be them, that will be a purposeful love list for 2024. Be the sparkle in your life and be the sparkle in somebody else's life. I believe that we were the sparkles of the people in the hospital this past week. And also, they were sparkles in our life. Just to see them sparkle made us sparkle. Be the one with the kind word rather than the hurtful word. Be the one who makes an effort to see a friend in the hospital. As I was listening to Michelle say how she went to visit, I can't think of her name, but visit Evan in the hospital. Be the one who forgives. Be the one to call an estranged friend or family relative. Make those amends. Do you want to be right, or do you want to be happy? Be the one who pays it forward. The other day I was at Starbucks. I happen to like the instant Verona blend. So I go and I buy it in Starbucks. And I was at the door, and there was a gentleman, an older gentleman with a cane. He was going to go through the door too, plus two firemen. So we're all saying, well, no, you go first. And I said, no, you go first. No, you. That's fine. And I said, okay, somebody has to go first. So I walked through the door, right? And I went over to get the instant coffee. And so as I relined up, the older gentleman was ahead of me. As he was talking to the clerk behind the counter, he said, I'm paying for the firefighters. I want to pay for their coffee or their donuts or whatever they're getting, because I am so grateful for what they do for our community. And I was listening to this. Oh my gosh, I used to do more pay it forward stuff. I'm going to be that this year. That is one of my B's on my to-be list. I'm going to do more pay it forward actions. I want to be more love in action this year. And so when it was my turn, I looked at the person behind me, and it was just a lovely lady. And I said, I'm going to pay for your coffee. She says, what? I said, yeah. Did you hear this gentleman, how he paid for the coffee? I said, this is a lovely thing to do. And I would be honored to pay for your coffee today. And she just smiled and said, thank you. And so I did. And it made me feel good to be a love in action into giving, to pay something forward. And I don't know where it's going to go from there. It doesn't matter how that goes. God will take care of that. The ripples and the energy will take care of that. All I know is that I chose to do that that day in my life. So the more you sparkle with the vibrations of love and joy and forgiveness and the appreciation of life, the more you sparkle as a divine being. We've talked about we are divine sparks of God. Of course we are. We're divine sparkles of God. That is who we are. Divine love, divine sparks, divine shining. And so we can do that and bring joy not only into our life, but it bring joy into each other's lives, and even people we don't know, like the lady standing next to me, or the firefighters, as the gentleman bought the coffee for them. So make a list of your spiritual qualities and be them. Norman Vincent Peale said, there's a spiritual giant within you, which is always struggling to burst its way out of the prison you have made for it. That spiritual giant is a power, a potentiality of which perhaps you are not even aware. This almighty power and presence within you is capable of making all things new. And I have an acronym for the word sparkle, and I would like to be able to share that on my screen, if that's okay. Just have to get back to Zoom, so I'll be able to share it, right? Share screen. There we go. Can you all see it? Okay. So sparkle. S, service. Be in service to yourself. Love yourself and know your worth. And then you can serve others. P, pause. Pause and listen to others and what they need, not what you think they need, but what do they really need. A, always bring forth your authentic self. No more hiding who you truly are. You are a divine spark of God. Be that. Realize your God-given power, that's R, to create a life of joy. No one can take that away from you. K, kindness is heart's intelligence. Allow kindness to guide your way. L, love, and be the light and sparkle of God. E, energy and vibration is God moving through you. Always keep it high. And I'd like to close with a prayer. Today I sparkle in my own unique way. If I have shrunk from life, I now muster the courage to step boldly into it. If I've hesitated to share my gifts, I now trust those gifts and share them generously. If I have felt I didn't belong, I now see myself as a child of God, deserving of every good thing. Today, in this moment, and every moment from here on in, I am a joyous, creative being. I am endowed with many wonderful divine gifts, as well as unique talents and abilities. I sparkle within myself. I sparkle as God, sharing my joy, my love, and my gifts in service with and for others. I bring my whole heart into it. God's divine power and love and spark flows through me, in my heart, in my mind, and in and through my hands. I am divinely guided and infinitely blessed. I step boldly and bravely into this new year of 2024. That is mine to live to the fullest. And so it is. Amen.
Wow. That.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, all I can say is wow. Kay, would you mind sharing that Sparkle acronym with me? I'll put it in the e-newsletter.
Sure. Absolutely.
Fabulous.
I will be happy. I'll send it to you.
I love that. What a great talk, Abigail.
Thank you.
Really a great talk. I really enjoyed that.
Thank you.
That was so awesome. And I love that in the Sparkle acronym. I loved where you said to listen to others, because sometimes I just assume that I know what they need or want and I'll give it to them, but I haven't asked or listened. I love that. What a great tip. That was
Well,
awesome.
everything came through from God, so I have to give God the credit for this talk today.
You put it together because you're an expression of the divine. I so appreciate that. I believe, Helene, that you're doing the art. Am I right?
Yep, you're right. I was having trouble with the mute.
Oh, no worries at all.
Okay, yeah, so yes, that was just such a wonderful, inspiring talk, and it would be great to just give back to One Heart, One Mind, and you can give through Venmo at One Heart, One Mind Center, and just look for Reverend Michelle Engel's name when you do Venmo, and you can mail a check to the address that's on the screen there. And just a wonderful way to give back, to embrace and let go of 2023 and bring in 2024. And sacred giving. Everything flows from the nature of God's good. We receive from this flow and we give from this flow. We give in gratitude and in love. We have faith in the infinite, giving nature of spirit. And so it is.
So it is. Thank you. And we'll come back to you for the benediction. I wanted to let you know that I heard from Yvonne this morning. And she wanted me to, she gave me a little thing to, she said, please read to my One Heart, One Mind family. She says, "Dear One Heart, One Mind family, I am delighted to tell you I am scheduled to go home on Tuesday. Yay! Your prayers and love are very important to me. I look forward to more of it. I love you all." So she's in skilled nursing, as most of you I think know, but anyway, she wanted me to share that with you. So there you go. And she usually does our announcements. So I will tell you that on this Tuesday, we're going to look at, again, we're going to look at 5 Steps to Freedom by John Waterhouse. And we're going to do step 2, which is unification. We're going to look at that on Tuesday. Oh, Monday, we have our prayer group. We will do that this week. We've skipped it the last 2 weeks. It was Christmas and the New Year. So we kind of skipped it. I did want to say, I just scheduled this. I was looking for the email. Oh, so I got an invitation. Abigail, you know Nasir Zamarad? He's the
Yeah,
he's the director of Universal Peace
yes.
Federation. Well, he invited me to join his interfaith prayer group on Thursday, January 25th at 10 a.m. And so I said, yes, he has 3 presenters and we each have like 7 minutes to. So anyway, I'm going to do that. I'll put it in the newsletter. That's
Oh, good. Yes, and Steve and I have been on that too, and we've had other people that we know, and we keep recommending people. So, yay! I'm glad you're going to be on. I'm happy.
It sounded fun. It sounded
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
Looking forward to
They do
that.
a nice job. Yeah, I'll look forward to seeing you on there.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I'll put that in the newsletter too. And the next morning prayer, I don't think is till the 17th, right?
Yeah, the 3rd Wednesday. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, great. We'll look forward to that at 10 a.m. in the morning. And I guess that's about all I have for today. I can't think of anything else right now.
Oh, there's one more thing.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Yay!
Ah.
Happy birthday, Michelle.
Happy
Thank you.
birthday!
Yeah, I was telling everybody before the service started that this is my last year of my 60s, so I'm really gonna suck the juice out of it this year. So really gonna enjoy it. Oh, I'm sure the 70s will be great too. But anyway, moving ahead. Okay, then I think thank you, Steve. I'm gonna come back to Relaine and ask her to do the benediction, and then I have a song to take us out.
Well, let us all take a deep breath and just resonate and feel the specialness of today's service, beginning with the music, Reverend Michelle's birthday, Lissa's wonderful prayer and talking about being and all the quotes, and just taking a breath and just relaxing into this moment that really we can embrace and let go of 2023 in a loving, gentle, wonderful way. And as we move forward with 2024, there really isn't a lot to do in this moment, but just to be all the special qualities and aspects of God that are within us now, and to feel that higher reverberation and vibrational energy that Reverend Abigail so wonderfully brought us up with. And yet this higher vibrational energy and reverberation is within us, with all the kind acts, with all the giving and receiving just all the wonderful ways that we can show up being our individual selves as we connect in with others in this beautiful world. And so I'm so grateful for the shift in consciousness within myself, within all of us. And just knowing that all is well, all shall be well, and all manners of things shall be well. I release despair into divine law simply by saying, and so it is.
So it is.
That was absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Elaine. How joyous. And thank you all. Thank Abigail. Incredible talk. I'm going to have to listen to that again. Really, really, really enjoyed it. Thank you so much. And thank you all for being here. I've got this lovely song by Gary Lynn Floyd, and I'm going to share with you. I love it. I hope you do too. You probably will. So let me get my stuff out of the way here. Here we go.
As time has unfolded me, it has revealed to me life's nothing less than sublime. With every thought I make, every last breath I take, may I be gracious and kind. Love, I invite you to open up this heart of mine. Love, cover me, light any darkness. Love, cover me, right every wrong. Cause me to see love over hatred. Guide me to be faithful and strong. Love, cover me. Love, cover me. Kindness wash over me, make me a symphony, play every note you can find. Make me reverberate, gently deactivate, slowly flow out of my mind. Find me a melody, dance and let my anthem be. Love, cover me, light any darkness. Love, cover me, right every wrong. Cause me to see love over hatred. Guide me to be faithful and strong. Love, cover me. 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 I will not be shaken. I will not be moved. Love, cover me. May my heart awaken. Tenderness be proved. Love, cover me. Love, cover me. Love, 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 love. Love, 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 love. Love, I invite you to open up this heart of mine. Love, cover me, light any darkness. Love, cover me, right every wrong. Cause me to see love over hatred. Guide me to be faithful and strong. Love, cover me. Love, cover me. Love, cover me. Love cover me. Love, 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 love. Love, 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 love.
A place for touchdowns to be passed down from generation to generation
Get that off there.
to generation.
There we go. Sorry about the little glitches. You know what I put in my let me stop the recording. So thank you all for coming to One Heart, One Mind on this Sunday service, and thank you, Abigail and Relaine and Lissa. Beautiful. Thank you, Lissa. I'm going to stop the recording now.